Today we're going to cover the new brazing kit 922023 brazing kit for our microchannel coils. Included in that kit will be a fluxed aluminized brazing rod. Also in the kit will be a small stainless steel wire brush for you to clean the area that you're going to repair your leak at. You will also need to provide a small MAP gas torch rig. We found that MAP gas is the best for performing the repair of the microchannel coil. You can use a propane torch rig too, but we found that it takes a little bit longer to heat up that area to make the brazing repair. Of course, the first step in the leak repair process is finding the leak. I would recommend that you add a small amount of freon to the system along with a nitrogen pressure charge. I'd pressurize that up to about 100 psi. And use either soap bubbles or a traditional leak detector sniffer to find a leak. Once the leak is found, we're then ready to prepare the area for repairing the leak with the brazing rod. First thing you want to do is grab a set of needle nose pliers and clean the area of the fins. After the leak repair is done, this will not affect the performance of the system. Once the area is clear of the aluminum fins, next we want to take our stainless steel wire brush and we want to clear off any debris, any dirt, any oil with the brush. Get that area nice and clean so it's prepped for the brazing alloy. Now we're ready to start brazing. You need to be careful when you're brazing. We don't want to get the area too overheated. So what we want to do is light up our torch, start heating up the area. As we're heating the area, we want to keep the torch tip approximately 1 to 2 inches away. You can adjust that depth as you're brazing. But as we're doing that and as we're heating up that area, we want to also put our brazing rod in that area so we can determine when the braze is ready to melt and start flowing into the joint. Keep doing that until you get a nice flow. Again, be careful that you don't overheat the area. That's why we're recommending MAP gas and not an oxygen acetylene torch. Really all you want to do is get a nice little puddle on there that flows with the rest of the microchannel. We don't want it so overheated that it melts the coil. We want to just be able to melt that brazing rod and allow it to flow over the area where the leak is at so it'll seal off that area. After we've repaired the leak, we verified that we no longer have a leak by pressurizing the system with nitrogen and maybe a little trace amount of freon, depending on what you're using for leak detection. We want to make sure that we reinstall a new filter dryer. We do not want to reuse the old one. Once you've brazed in the filter, liquid line filter dryer, we'll go ahead and start our triple evacuation method. Once that is complete, while we're doing the evacuation of the system, go ahead and put your jacket back on the condensing unit along with the top panel. In most cases, you've most likely taken that off to do the coil repair. Make sure that we pump down to a good vacuum of 500 microns. That'll ensure that you've gotten all the moisture and any air or any other gases out of the system. Once that's complete, we'll go ahead and charge the unit. As always with microchannel, the best practice on charging is calculate how much charge you have. Go ahead and also account for your line set over 15 feet. Go ahead and weigh that in with a good accurate refrigeration scale. Do not use a bathroom scale or a fish scale. Some of us have been guilty of doing it in the past. A good refrigeration scale is essential to charging microchannel systems. Once you've got everything charged up and ready to go ahead and apply power. Go ahead and check out the system, make sure the charge levels are correct, and you should be good to go from there. While microchannel coils are more robust than fin and tube coils, we hope this video will help you in case you do happen to run across a microchannel coil that has developed a leak. This is a quick field fix for you to repair that coil.